Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Good evening, everybody. How's it going? It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Are you ready for some more Terra and Invicta? Let me just turn down the audio a little bit. That should be fine. Hey, Craig West, thanks for joining. Good to see you. Let's get the stream. There we go. Terra and Invicta up and running. Hey, Core212121. Good to see you as well over there on Twitch. Always nice to see you join in. My loyal Twitch subscriber. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Got some new music tonight. Let me see how it is. It's my first time trying it out. If it's a bit too loud, let me know. I think you're a bit early, Craig. I don't think Frostbot is going to let you away with that. The bot has been updated, but I might be dumping it soon because I found a bot that works on Twitch. And, oh no, you're sick, Caller. That sucks. I hope you feel better soon. Being sick is the worst. But yeah, having something good to watch while you're sick is the way to go. So I'm glad you got something that you're enjoying. I've got a bot that might work on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time, so I do want to try that out sometime soon. Hey Nook, how's it going? It didn't let you in. Yeah, I saw that. It'll decide the stream's live when the stage is live. Hey Stage 1, how's it going? You did make it right on time. A little quiet, am I? Let me just do this. How about that? I've turned the volume up a little bit. YouTube chat takes so long to load. It's okay, we haven't really done anything yet. Alright. So as always, with the start of a stream, we kind of need to just touch base on what's going on and look at what our biggest concerns are. We still have a big problem that we are at negative on Thistles. We're also at our control point cap, 476.24. Now we do have some plans to deal with that. Hey Hayden, I don't know if you'll get first, but good luck with it. Hey, same with you, look. We are doing management research, which will start to push up any levels? What do you mean by levels? We've got some bad stomach flutes going around. Oh, yuck. Sugar, salt, water. That sounds awful. Gastro stuff is the worst. I really hope you feel better soon. Okay, cool, Stage 1. I think the microphone was a little bit too far from my mouth. I moved it a lot closer and I moved it closer again. So we'll see how we go. Just make sure the music isn't too loud. Also, I need to move chat to up here. I know it's not easy to see right now. So we are going to work on management research this stream. That will free up some more control points for us. We're trying to take China if we can. Oh, levels and agents. I will check that in a second, Hayden. Thank you for reminding me. Our big push for this stream is not this alien fleet. It is going to be taking Mars from the initiative. I'm fed up with the initiative popping out of the planet and instantly killing one of our stations. So pretty soon, how many days? We've got, in 43 days, our crash test Block 5 frigate will be available, and we can start taking all of the initiative's mines from them. We've got the mission control for it. We're going to start taking them. Now, the one thing that we don't have at the moment are skunkworks, but I'm thinking I'm going to build a skunkworks on all of our mines to spread them out once we've taken them. That should also sort out our negative fissile balance and help a little bit with our other balances. One thing that we're really struggling on is water. Now, a couple of people wanted me to look at potentially where is this? I think it's in halves, isn't it, for prospecting? I always forget where prospecting is. Where is prospecting? Is it in here? Prospecting. There is basically no water sites available in the solar system. I say that, but then this place has showed up. This icy carbonaceous, because it's an asteroid, 24 Themis. We could launch here and try get this one. It's got a, what has it got? 50.2 water. I mean, that's not terrible. I think we're going to hold on that right now until we find out what's going on Mars. The other option I was thinking of was we could take Ceres. So we have a station on Ceres right now. We have Underdark Station. And if we were to build some marine barracks here, no, I think we would actually, I don't think the marine barracks would let us assault, would they? They would just let us defend. Where's the marine barracks? Houses several squads of space marines to defend our interests on this hab. Yeah. Supports a counselor assaulting enemy habs from an interface orbit or a friendly hab on the same planet. So we need to get a counselor out here. Oh, congratulations, Hayden. Yeah, we need to get a counselor out here to lead the assault, and it'll take them a while to get to Ceres. Ceres is owned by us and the servants and the academy, so we'd have to focus on the academy, which is a little bit... I'm not too sure about that. We're going to leave that for now. The main thing we're looking at doing is taking Mars, I think, for the moment. The situation on Earth is fine, if tenuous. We have control over most of China. There's still 2 control points left to take, but we need 80 control points to take them. We're a long way off those 80 control points. We did manage to amalgamate the Central Asian Union last stream, so they're using a lot less control points than they were. The Caliphate is coming, slowly but surely, but we're starting to abandon parts of it in order to support this. That's kind of the biggest issue. Also, good luck, everybody, on the heist that you are going on. You're all being Space Marines. That's all the territory we control right now. We were considering dumping Australia. Altogether, Australia is 40 control points. So Australia and New Zealand equals 1 control point in China. I didn't really want to do that, so I'm going to leave that for now. We did also kill our first alien last time, which was pretty huge. So our mission objectives right now... where do we actually see our objectives? I thought it was under factions... Yeah, it should be under... No, because we don't show up here, do we? Is it under solar? Is it under global? I'm not sure where our objectives show up, actually. It doesn't really matter. We just need to keep researching stuff. So we've got our research set up. We're also in control of the nuclear fusion mythologies research. No one is really competing with us on that. Actually, that's a lie. We've computed 4,000 research to this. The closest behind us is 1,667. So we should finally be able to get our hands on our research and get defense arrays research for our space stations. Let's get down onto Earth and we'll get some missions done for our agents. Let's also check for level ups on everybody. So Human has a level up. She's currently at 24 admin. I'm going to just augment her up to 25 admin so she doesn't need to equip anything else. Nice. Then we've got Jebediah, doesn't have a level up. Bond doesn't have a level up. Nothing for Cairn and nothing for Yoma. Yoma has admin available though. I think... Did I want to put Asclepius Aerospace on her? I think I need to put it on somebody. Does anyone else have a slot for it? It's just her. I'm going to equip this to her for now. Biolab research and autopsy of Alia's current mission. Cool. Yeah, so we'll just get that running when it comes up. Who actually made it back from that mission? You haven't actually, the mission hasn't actually gone yet. Everyone is joining the mission. Okay, casualties were heavy. Only Craig West made it back. So everybody died. Well done. I need to update that. That's what I'm hoping that, like, a new bot might have some more interesting games and things to do. Okay, what is available here? Space Tech is boost and research. There's no admin available. We did steal a really nice admin. Now the Al-Mukbarat Al-Ama is available. +1 investigation, +2 espionage, +1 security. That's not a bad pickup. +2 espionage is pretty nice, and it has what, -10 money. But she's not government. You need to be government or be from Saudi Arabia. We control Saudi Arabia, which we do have. But she is not a government agent, which means she can't take it. That is a shame. All right, I think that's everything we need to do here. Let's have a look at the situation on Earth right now. We're going to get into a little bit of plate spinning for a while as we build up the control points that we need to get... Hey, Miss Saps, you haven't really missed much. Once we get the control points for China. So we're going to have to plate spin a little bit. I want to cement China as much as possible. So I want to get Human... wow, she is not going to be able to do a good job here, is she? It's probably just going to have to be Blonde then. Blonde pushing as hard as possible. Just keep public campaigning in China. Yoma needs to be attacking alien assets,
I'm
which
here.
are starting to get a little bit out of control. We don't have a ton of ops to spend on missions against them. I'd like to put that to 80.
Going in hot.
I think
Ready for orders.
Cairn has
Standing
Inspire, and she has Protect Target now from last
At
time.
your service.
We're getting
Standing by
Jebediah.
for
I would
orders.
like to find... I don't think it's possible, but I would like to try and subvert a servant if I could. So if there's any servants that we can see, there's actually only one person we can see, this unknown and era guy. So let's find out what they're
Surveying
all
target.
about, just in case.
Standing by for orders.
And then
Where do you
Human,
need me?
why don't you just put down unrest in? We had one country with a little bit of unrest, which was Yemen, I think. Yeah. Yemen's a little bit of an odd one because we've actually abandoned Yemen. No, we've abandoned Oman. Yemen is still under our control. So we'll put down unrest in Yemen.
Restoring order.
And then Cairn, let's just get you to surveil in China just in case anyone else is working here.
Initiating recon.
Okay, so we're waiting on our ships to be ready. We're just going to check the status of all of our fleets. So D-Red fleet is currently in orbit of our main station, along with the Vulcanoid Lance, which is our very cheap destroyer, and then the other two are docked. So everyone's docked at their main refueling station. I don't think we've got enough mission control to build more of them right now, unfortunately, because we're going to be taking the mines of Mars. So let's confirm those assignments. Let's speed the game up. Let's zoom out so we don't get motion sick, and let's unpause the game. Alien fleet has arrived in low Mars orbit. Now, I am worried about this, but I don't think they're here to attack us. We did get a little bit of enemy... Did the music stop? Why is the music stopped? Do I only get like 5 tracks with this? That sucks if I do. If this only gives me 5 tracks, that's terrible. I thought I had the whole thing. It says 8 hours of tracks. I'll try to get it. Might have just stopped for some reason. We have not lost Mars yet, Delete Reverse. How dare you? Okay, so I'm just going to keep an eye on this and see what it does. Okay, it is coming to attack Khiva. Crap. So they are actually attacking us. So what do we have here? Okay, we have a gunship. Gunship heading for Khiva. The ship is equipped with, well, we don't know what the ship's equipped with. It's got a laser cannon, which means our PD cannot deal with it. Our PD will not be able to intercept those shots. I don't know what the range of this is. Okay, the range is 800 kilometers. I thought we're done with attacks on Khiva. Nope, the Khiva attacks will never end. Thank you so much, Miss Vika. That was one hell of a campaign. I can't believe we actually got there. So, this thing has just one laser cannon, 800 kilometer range compared to our fleet, which has 40-minute autocannons, which have a 350 kilometer range. So we're going to have to run this thing down as fast as we can. Now, we are at Photosphere Station, so we need to get to Khiva. So let me go to these guys, see if we can get a transfer to Khiva. Khiva Station is our Earth Sciences Station. I don't know how fast we'll get there. Victor 8 is going to arrive on the 1st of June. We're probably not going to get there on the 1st of June. It's going to take 4 hours to get there, so I'm going to transfer these guys. I'm going to transfer the Umbo Magisters as well, which is our other fleet. They're going to get there in 3.8 hours. I don't know if that's fast enough. We may just be about to lose another station, unfortunately, thanks to the AI not wanting to research. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh.
Vessel H says, good job Froze on beating the HF campaign. Are you gonna suffer through flight to Haravira next?
Oh, thank you, look. I'm planning on taking a little bit of a break from High Fleet. Not forever, just a short break because I've been playing it for 3 years straight. But then I do need to check out Haravira because people continually recommend it to me. Alright, let's see if we can make this transfer. I'm going to slow down time a little bit and see how we go. It's always the AI's fault. Yes, it is always the AI's fault. Okay, looks like they're going to get there before us. So they have arrived at Khiva. They have destroyed Khiva. And now we will complete transfer. So the Umber Magisters got there first. And now the boats have arrived. Let's rally them with the Umber Magisters into one fleet. And then, do I want to try and attack Victor 58? Or do we hope that the aliens leave us alone after they destroy that one station? Damn. Hey, Dilly Reversed. And hey, Razorback. Thank you, Razorback. I'm going to do the after action report hopefully this weekend when I get a chance. I've got a long weekend, so I'm going to work on it. We just lost the space station to the aliens, is what you missed, Razorback. I'm just trying to work out what our correct our correct... Oh, hey, Shinobu as well. How's it going? I'm trying to work out what the correct stance here is. Do we attack the aliens, or do we let them off with killing that station? I'm going to have to rebuild it, which sucks. Let's send them back to Photosphere for now. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Mishaps is like vengeance. I've got a feeling they will decline to fight if I try it. Thing is, if I get into a hell war with the aliens in the orbit of Mars right now, I'm screwed. If they're quite happy to slap one of my stations and then leave me alone, then I'm just not sure. Target is likely to escape pursuit. Yeah, I think I'm going to let them cool off. That's what I'm going to go for. Let's head back to Photosphere Station. And I think I need to get the Emerald Magisters to do the same thing. We didn't get there in time. Now, I do need to found a new station, so we may as well get that up and running now. In low Mars orbit. The problem is we're now getting more and more debris here. I suggest we have to fight between the Donut and the Typhoon. And so we've got a new station. It needs a new... No, we're going to call it Khiva 2, because it's a rebuild of a station that already died. I think that's fair. So this is going to be Khiva 2. I'm not going to call it this time with nukes. It's just going to be Khiva 2. And I'm just going to quickly build this up. So we want a farm. And then I want... It was Life Science Research Centers. It was these. I just finished building all of these, which is really annoying. So we'll do a Life Science Research Center. And then I want fission reactor arrays. Oh, thanks, Shinobu Mail. It was... I really appreciate that. That was awesome. It was a really good
Congrats
campaign.
on finishing a fantastic, difficult, and thrilling High Fleet campaign.
Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate the support. It was one hell of a campaign. It was one hell of a fight. I honestly didn't think I was going to make it all the way, but we somehow managed to claw it together at the end. Okay, so available power 84, consumed 60. Let's keep adding Life Science Research Centers. Power consumption 80, available power 84. We'll add another Life Science Research Station. Thank you so much, Shinobu. That is so cool of you. I always get really embarrassed when I get super chats and stuff. I don't know what to say, so I just keep saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we've got 26 power available, so we'll add another Life Science Research Center. We now are producing 126, consuming 120. We'll add another Life Science Research Center, and then we've got a little bit left for some power. So fission reactor, that gets me plus. Is that plus 28? Yeah. Well, how much is this going to take in terms of power? It's going to take 20. Which leaves me with 8 left over, so I'll just build one more. We'll leave the last slot free for now. Khiva 2 is back under construction. Let's see what the aliens do. They're probably going to launch and kill Khiva 2 now that I've built it. That's kind of my luck. Let's put speed back to full. Let's make sure we don't have them selected and let's unpause the game. So everyone's made it back, which is fine. They're refueling. We can now get advanced marine assault. Yeah, the music stopped again. I think the music stops every time I get a super chat, maybe? You know, we'll just go back to the old music selection because that actually worked. I wish there was a way to randomize it, but there we go. It's okay, Nook. You don't need to do that. Don't worry about it. Okay, our research development team are now able to undertake covert operations. Yes, this is huge. This is very, very big. Getting access... Let me turn the music down a little bit. It's very loud. Getting access to covert ops is massive. This gets us another counselor. So we want to fast track covert ops. What's our research looking like right now? Oh, tungsten resto jets are now also available. Let's close the game. Close the thing. So I want to get hydrobiology researched. I want to get management research done, and I want to get the caliphate done. But for now, I think I want to change off the caliphate, and we're going to get covert ops researched, and I'm actually going to go all in on that. I know that puts this in a little bit of jeopardy, but I think we're far enough ahead that we don't need to worry about it, and we'll go back to it once Covert Ops is finished. But if I power through Covert Ops, it'll be finished on the 30th of June, and we can get our 5th Counselor, which will be very, very big. No, our 6th Counselor, which will be even bigger. That's fair enough, Shinobu Mail. Okay, all of our ships are resupplied. That's Energy Research Centers coming online, which is good. Okay, the forces of Italy imposed a new governing regime in Djibouti.
Mission abort.
Couldn't find that counselor, they went to ground. That could have been an alien. Alien fleet coming into Earth orbit.
Is returning.
I'm looking to see if the aliens are doing anything in Mars. It doesn't look they are. It is indeed mishaps. United Kingdom is asking its ally, the Republic of the Southern Cross, to join its attack on the Lower Guinean states. Decline. The United Kingdom, want to control the economy, has declared war on the Lower Guinean states. And we're not attacking Suriname either. Because Suriname gets attacked all the time. Like, all the time.
Target remains operational.
Okay, we missed on that alien assault, which is really annoying. And we've got alien life forms forming in Amsterdam. Our construction module has been finished on Ceres, which will speed up construction there finally. I don't actually know. Is the mine actually online here? No, we don't actually have the mine online here. So our water income will go up by a lot when this is finally completed. And that construction module being completed will speed that up, which is something to bear in mind. Okay. Government favors. In today's world of international intrigue, human has found government connections to be a very useful asset. Yet, as a smartly dressed young woman sipping coffee across the table from Human explains, the Republic of Southern Cross's assistance doesn't come for free. Working for Project Exodus is all well and good, but it would be good for Human to remember her patriotic duties. So she can refuse to do the Republic of Southern Cross's dirty work. If she does, she's a 40% chance she'll lose her government trait. There's a 30% chance she'll lose her government trait and become an enemy of the state. And there's a 30% chance she'll be detained for 4 turns. Or I can agree to carry out an undisclosed mission on behalf of the Republic of the Southern Cross. 40% event for steal documents, 40% event for rescue defectors, or 20% for... I think I'm going to try and do the dirty work. I don't want her to lose her government accreditation, and I really don't want her to be detained, and I really don't want her to become an enemy of the state. So let's agree to carry out an undisclosed mission on their behalf. The smartly dressed young woman is pleased to hear that. After informing Human to expect contact with further details soon, she finishes her coffee and leaves with a smile. Event unlocked. Government favors. Steal documents. Okay. Okay, that's a new turn. How are we looking for research here? So we're still ahead on here. This is going to complete on the 27th of June because our research went up. It looks like there's a few undefended control points on Earth from other factions that are also struggling with their control point cap. Okay. I'm really sad about losing Khiva, but I think the aliens are just giving us a slap for killing their agent, and I think they're not going to do anything else to us. I think it was just like a one-off, don't mess with us and we won't mess with you. So what do we want to do with the rest of our team? This is the big problem is when you have these periods in this game where you're waiting for something like control points, you do end up spinning plates a little bit. I think we'll start doing some advising with our team. So I think Human can advise. Yeah, so we're going to get her to advise in Japan.
Offering counsel.
Jebediah didn't manage to find. There is someone here though, so let's... oh no, Jebediah can assault alien assets. So we'll get John Moore to go after the most dangerous one. Okay, it's just the ones in Amsterdam. So attack the ones in Amsterdam. This time, please win.
We're going in.
You failed a couple of missions, so I'm going to get Kieran to inspire
Ready
you.
for orders.
Just to make sure that you aren't falling behind in terms of your inspiration.
I'll make sure they're on our side.
And then Jebediah...
What's the op?
So I heard that there was alien activity in Amsterdam, so I'm just going to do this, potentially. I doubt it's an alien, but no, way too easy to investigate. Do I want to do a scan here is the question, or just leave it? Let's see who this is and who they work for.
We'll see what they're up to.
And then blonde.
Standing by.
Oh, look, there's a resistance agent here. What's the resistance? Okay, we're just going to keep pushing that propaganda as high into our favor as possible until we can afford to take some place here. How do you steal documents for the government? It's going to come up as a mission where we're going to get basically a dice roll to see if we succeed or not. We just have to wait for the event to trigger. Okay, let's unpause the game. So I confirm and unpause. I want it time to slip by. Special project available. Getting lots of special projects ticking all of a sudden. Our research and development teams are pleased to report they have overcome significant uncertainty and now will take the crisis diplomacy project. Cooldowns on improving nations between nations are reduced by 20% following diplomatic events we initiate. And control point. This is great. This is like works hand in hand with the caliphate because this means it's just faster and faster to put a country together. So that's really nice. We'll get that research when we get the chance. Polar vortex. Temperatures plummet as polar vortex expands over Melbourne. I hope not, because that's where I am. The polar vortex is a large area of low pressure and cold air surrounding both of Earth's poles. It always exists near the poles, and for the most part is held in place by air currents or jet streams in the atmosphere. However, these jet streams will at times weaken and shift, which allows the area of cold polar air to spread towards the equator, causing a rapid and sharp temperature drop in the air as it expands over. Regions affected may suffer extreme snow or hail, and the unusual cold can cause mass frostbite, failing infrastructure, and the closing of schools and workplaces. As climate change destabilizes the jet streams which keep the polar vortexes in check, expansion towards the equator will likely become ever more common. So we can do nothing, causes major damage to the economy and population in Melbourne, or we can deploy heating subsidies and grants to improve infrastructure. That will cost us $311, which isn't really anything to us, causes limited damage to the economy and population in Melbourne, grants us a different public opinion boost for Project Exodus. Well, I think will help my home time out. That's
Lending
fine.
my expertise.
Advised mission complete.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Successfully inspire.
Mission aborted.
We had another mission abort on the investigation. They keep going to ground when I try to investigate them. China has deployed the 71st Army in Shanghai, so they've got a new army.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Good. Public opinion success. Oh no. The European Union, under control of the initiative, has declared war on the United Arab Emirates, Japan, the Republic of the Southern Cross, Saudi Arabia, and the Central Asian Union. The defending alliance will be led by Japan. There's so many wars all the time. I'm like, guys, stop fighting each other. We need to deal with the aliens. I have to do something about that war. United States under control of the servants declared war in Cambodia. Covert Ops has been completed. It's time to pick up a new agent. Okay. The initiative is becoming a massive pain in the ass, for sure. I'm going to take all of their minds away from them as soon as possible. I want to get crisis diplomacy researched, but I want to get the Caliphate finished. So we're going to go back to getting the Caliphate researched. So that's just, it's nearly there. It's nearly there. And we'll go back to this. So we're still contributing the most to nuclear fusion methodologies. So, new agent. It is time to pick up our latest recruit. What do we want this person to be? I think we might want some sort of space operative. Someone we can send up to lead marine attacks on stations. Or possibly like in fleets. Or do we want maybe another assassin? What do we actually want? I'm trying to think of what we want this agent to be. An American is also a very good pickup, just in general, especially a government American, because we can get some really nice orgs just from them being a government member. What is non grata? Faces imprisonment or execution in rivals of his or her home nation. Cannot perform missions in rivals of my home nation. Okay. That's what I was thinking. You got there. I got there just before your mishaps. Aware survivor, low profile, undercover cynic. They are an operative. They actually have a lot of things they can do. Advise, surveil, protect, investigate. Crack down, investigate, counselor, detain counselor. Purge, sabotage facilities. Sabotage hub module. Assassinate. Sabotage project, steal project. Coup. Increase unrest, stabilize, extract counselor. So that's if someone has been put in jail by the enemy. We haven't got anyone with that at the moment. Assault enemy space asset. Lead space marines in an attempt to capture an enemy hab. Requires fleet or ham marines at the council's location. Fleets must dock with the enemy stations to assault it. Stations may drop troops to the surface. And bases may assault nearby hab sites. Marine modules may be damaged or destroyed. Assault enemy asset. Set national policy, go to ground contact, orbit, deorbit, and transfer. So we could send her to Mars, and she could lead our Marines on Mars if we wanted to, for example. I'm guessing, looking at her, backstory, she's probably a CIA operative who's been burned in the past. I feel like we need more covert ops against Initiative. You could make that her whole job, in fact, as in like full Cold War against Initiative. I could also do that. She could be my Initiative assassin very easily. One downside, she's 58 years old, which means she's not going to last forever. But I don't think that's a huge issue. I mean, she's got some very nice traits. She's got Survivor, so she gets +1 security. She's got Aware. She's got Low Profile. She's got Undercover. This person's public persona conceals someone who is able to infiltrate enemy space installations without fear of identification. And she also has Cynic, which I think sometimes helps things out. Does when she can't inspire people, though. So I'm quite tempted to pick up Kira here. as an operative. Now, are there any other operatives? There is Vigenda here, but they are from the Republic of Southern Cross. And again, Kira has added bonuses being an American, meaning I can pick up American orgs. American orgs are some of the best orgs in the game, with Russian being right behind them. So I think it's Kira. I think Kira is a very clear buy. So let's grab Kira, and let's instantly rename her, because she's not going to be called Kira anymore. We need to customize her, and we need to give her a name. So I've got the name generator up and running. Let's see what name comes up for her. I want a counselor name, please. Cool. Everybody, say hello to our new counselor, Groucho Marx. Confirm changes. All right, Groucho Marx is our new operative. Now she has 56 XP, which is pretty nice. I think I'm going to spend the money to augment her as well. So we'll give her a force. Let me just make sure I'm not giving her the bad one. So yeah, so we're going to give her the force tracker. We're going to give her the cybernetic Jada Jack. We're going to give her the P protection unit. We're going to give her the embedded sensors, an intelligent assistance, and an augmentation scrambler. Is that the right one I want? That's the security one, espionage one. Yeah, cool. That boosts all of her stats. She also has a ton of XP. Well, not a ton of XP. She has some XP. An assassinate runs off espionage, so we're just going to pump. We're going to actually hold pumping for right now. Shira, Princess of Power. Shira, Princess of Power. It's a great name. Unassigned orcs. I have the Air Force Special Operations Command, the 10th US Special Forces Group, and the Macedonian Society, all just sitting here. I've been trying to keep them off people. So I'm going to pump her admin so she can equip as much stuff as possible, because she only has 2 admin base. So that needs to go up as much as possible. I could also give her the affluent trait just to get a monthly income off her. Get rid of non-grata. Oh, I didn't think to do that. That might be worth... That's very good to get rid of mishaps. Someone remind me next time she levels up to get rid of non-grata. I can give her... I give her all 3 of these. So this will give her +1 command, which isn't huge. This will give +1 command, +2 security, which again isn't something I really need. And this will give +2 persuasion, +1 security. Although these are all great orgs, I need espionage on her. What do we have here that I can get for espionage? Nothing much. Marigold Surveillance gives me +1 surveillance. Persephone Services gives +1 surveillance. We can also get the EU Director General for Internal Security, which gives +3 investigation, which would be quite useful for some other people. There's also a Precious Metals, which just gives 4% space mining output bonus, which is just nice to have. I think I'm going to grab that because having it is nice. We'll grab Persephone. If it attempt... Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, no, this gives prominent. This is actually great. If an attempted assassination of this org's owner is anything less than a critical success, the assassin uses the mark trait, which grants severe malice to security attributes. So we're going to grab Persephone, because that gives her... I don't think it's going to show yet, but it's going to give her high profile, basically. And that's all we can do with her right now. Hey, Miraz, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining in. You're here for the introduction of Groucho Mars. Groucho Marx, not Groucho Mars. Groucho Marx. Hello, Director. Thank you for bringing me on board. You're very welcome. Okay, that's on pause. Canada has joined the United Kingdom Logain War. Remind me to end the war with my 1 nuke after this as well.
LZ is secure.
Okay, we finally destroyed that. Oh, we've got an orbital debris strike in Mars orbit. Debris from recent complete battles and weapon tests in low Mars orbit is about to strike Khiva 2. Oh, we're going to lose Khiva 2. The debris cloud is spread on a wide pattern, putting the core state locations all over Khiva 2. While the individual pieces of debris are small, each retains the potential to destroy valuable equipment and modules. Hey Beans, how's it going? Sup. Installing defense. Yeah, I know installing defensive modules will help. We just can't do it. I'm hoping it will, mishaps. I'm really hoping it will, because I don't know what to do otherwise. So we've got an 83% chance of losing 4 modules on Khiva 2. Fission reactor was destroyed. Life science was destroyed. Okay, so I need to fix those. Up to 4 modules will be destroyed. We lost 2. So I think, can I just rebuild all? There we go. Okay, that's them rebuilding. We also, oh god. Wait. Where did this event summary come from? Where has this been my whole life? I didn't know this was a thing. How do you open the... What? Oh. I've never seen this event summary screen before in my life. Put her... yeah, get orgs to boost her stats. Gives you more CP. I'm going to try and get some admin stats for her, Craig. Don't worry. Yes, they did add a rebuild all station. It's the same station, Shinobu. But seriously, where did this events recap summary come from? I've been wanting this the entire time I played this game. I didn't know it existed. How do I get that back? And that's the codex. Oh, okay, I just accidentally got rid of all of the events. How do I bring that back? Okay, we've got control of that army, which is great. I need to get the event summary back. Settings, I guess. Gameplay. Mission phase summary panel starts open. Is that what I want? Nope. Plus on the event screen. Oh my god, how do I never noticed that before. Thank you, Beans, I really appreciate that. Thank you, Vegan or Hippie as well, I really appreciate that too. So how do I get the side, okay, that's how I get that back, cool. I would know what the toggle to that is, okay. Alright.
Ready to go.
Let's get to work. Let's start.
Where do you need me?
We're going to war with initiative. Let's find ourselves an initiative agent. Do we have any to investigate? Okay, we've got a couple of unknowns. We're going to hit them and try and work out who they are. So investigate counselor, and we're going to get Groucho, who isn't great at it.
Ready for my mission.
She sounds very American CIA agent. She's going to investigate somebody as well. We're going to try and find ourselves a initiative agent that we can subvert. Okay, Yoma, there's no aliens feared attack on Earth for the first time in forever. So what do we need to do with you? What is our situation in terms of unrest? Yemen has a little bit of unrest.
Ready for my mission.
Human can deal with that. No, actually, I want Human to continue advising in Japan.
Offering support.
We'll get Blonde to continue doing his propaganda in China so that we can continue to hold it as best we can until we've got the control points to get there. Oh, the thing is, speaking of Hippie, this is my second very long campaign. I have a ridiculous amount of time in this game. Not that I'm good at it by any way, but just not knowing that that existed makes me feel really stupid. I'm glad that at least one other person, Razorback's like, what? Because that makes me feel a little bit better. Exactly, Razorback. I'm in a very similar position. Okay, Karen, I want you to inspire Yoma because she has failed a few times.
I'll speak with them.
And then Yoma, what to do with you? I'm going to get you to investigate as well. You go after the person in Washington who's very hard. We'll hit him with 32 ops, which is no. That is my entire ops budget. We're not going to do that. Let's get you to surveil, actually. So we'll cancel this. We'll get you to surveil. I just want someone to be surveilling in China. Just to be... Oh, no. God, I almost messed up. I almost... Well, thanks. Thank you very much, Hero Dragons. I appreciate that. I need to set national policy in Japan to try and end the war.
On my way to the capital.
Almost forgot to do that. That would have been horrendously bad. Okay. Let's see how this does. This is like the private project through the tech tree itself. Imagine if you could. Okay, we got our Ziggurat station has its fission reactor array online, which is great. We currently have a positive for Fistles as well, which is amazing. I agree too, Shinobu. The game is still fun. It's the narrative, I think, that comes around from it, and I love the stories that we're all putting together, like our stupid space marines, our budget battleships. It's all great fun. Okay, confirm assignments, unpause. We're getting really close to that marine ship coming online. Special project available. Long-range cargo transports use constant thrust to reduce delivery times of ham modules launched outside of launch windows. That's another great special project we need to pick up at some point.
Offering assistance.
Cool, advice is done.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
I have new information.
Okay, we got a success on Man Investigate. Who did you find?
Things up.
You didn't find anybody. Okay, you found an Academy agent. I'm not interested in Academy agents. Whoa, we zoomed out way too far. Let's stay around here. I notice the game glitches sometimes when I do that zoom out, so apologies if the stream got funny. Failed that investigate.
Sentiment is increasingly with us.
We need to make sure we give Groucho Marx missions that she can win. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping for an update soon. Okay, United States declared war on Lebanon. Canada has joined the war against Cambodia.
Mission complete.
Seek peace. Yeah, 100% chance for peace. Japan, under control of Project X, has agreed with the European Union to end the European Union United Arab Emirates War. The two nations have been forged closer ties the 22nd of August. They just don't like those nukes. Okay, we've got an alien fleet arriving at Earth. A little bit worried. Cool. Management research has completed. We're going to run this again, but that's an extra 5 control points. Do we have enough to pick up another one of China's... No, we're a little bit short. We've got what? Yeah, we've got 30 control points right now. We need 40 control points. But we're getting really close. We're going to repeat that project. It's time. The Crash Test Block 5 frigate, Crash Test Block 5, which we need to name, has been launched. it's time to start taking out some stations. Okay. Ship needs a name. Yes. Who does like nukes? I'm certainly over nukes after playing that High Fleet playthrough. Right. We need a new name, so let me get the name list open. I need a name for ship. This is... okay, we rolled a really good name for this ship. This ship is the Hostile. Which it exactly is. So all this ship is four Marine Assault units, for those who weren't here before. Because we need to assault some habs. We need to take some bases. So we're going to do it the most old-fashioned way we can. Alright, we're going to drop a whole load of Marines on somebody. So, what I want you to do... you're not available for tasking yet? Hang on, I think I need to close this. Close this. Close this. Select Echo 13. Also need a name for the fleet. We're not even going to get any atrocities because they're not attacking bases. It's great. We're going to claim them. I need a name for the fleet. The fleet is the Grey Wolf Pack. I think that's a very marine-sounding name. I think they'd call themselves the Grey Space Wolf Pack. So we've gone from launching Marines... we've gone from launching Marines in a tiny rocket with one engine at habs in space. What we're going to do now is we're going to drop them from orbit onto enemy bases. And the initiative only have one base. They've got Dirk Hartog base, which we are going to take. 92% chance, 5 days to assault. That was one of your best High Fleet. It was. I'm very happy with it. I'm going to put a salute in the chat for the Marines that are about to launch. If you want to pay your respect to the Marines that are about to drop from space in our first ever ODST assault, let's give them an 07, and I'm going to assault the hab. Alright, the Marines are on their way. It's going to take them 5 days to complete the assault, but we'll see how that goes. It should happen pretty quickly. I love all this salutes. That's awesome. You guys are so cool. Okay, let's unpost the game. Okay, alien fleet arriving on Earth orbit. This is my next fear. Are they coming to attack us? We're not worried about how it's a one-way trip, mishaps. Feet first into hell. Okay, the aliens have arrived in Earth orbit. Hopefully this is coming to replace the agent that we destroyed. We dive so humanity survives. I love it. That's the thing. They're not coming back, mishaps. They're the new crew. I think the heist is on cooldown, Hayden, unfortunately. Okay, nobody's attacking us, which is great. The aliens didn't come here to attack us. So the event summary is just opening now every turn. I don't know why, but it is now opening every turn, which is something, I guess. And we can actually sort, which is quite nice. This is actually... I love the event summary screen opening every turn. Got through the entire back of the new campaign. Fighting live, enjoyed. Wow. Mark VL, that is incredibly impressive. Following the whole campaign and catching up, well done. That's amazing. But if they don't come back, how are you refilling the Marines on the ship? We have... Look, mishaps. You go on Earth. You say, do you want to be an ODST drop trooper? We'll pay you a ton of cash. We'll drop you from orbit onto Mars. I did change out the settings, and I'm quite happy that I've done it. And people will just sign up. We just get free people, and then we just launch them to Mars, put them in the ship, and drop them from space. That's all we need to worry about. Okay, so we're sitting at 477507 control points. We're not quite there yet, being able to take Mars. Hey, Hilty Brand, how's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. Got lots of new faces tonight. That's really cool to see. I'm really excited to see so many people joining the stream, and also all my regulars as well. You're all awesome. Just taking a sip of tea before my mouth gets dry. No. We're firing the Marines by railgun to Mars, then loading them into the ship and dropping them from the ship onto Mars. That's what's happening. Okay, we stopped the war, which is great.
At your service.
Concerning person here, I'm looking for an initiative agent. Could be this guy.
Investigating target.
Groucho Marx needs easy missions to complete. It's very important that she gets easy missions to complete. So she's gonna be doing things like stabilizing for a while because that gets her experience.
Restoring order.
Human, I want you to continue to advise in Japan. That's working pretty well. China's doing fine, but we're currently sitting at 30 CP open. We need another 10. And then we can take another part of China. But I've got research running that will continue to run that will get us more control points. It's slow. In fact, what am I doing? We have other research we can do that will get us control points and do other things. Crisis diplomacy will get us 10 control points. and it's what, 3,000? It's a little bit more expensive, but it's 10. So we are going to do crisis diplomacy. And we're also about great nations and railguns is about to finish research. So we have to be ready to jump on railguns when it's ready. Okay. Blonde, unfortunately, I know your life is just endless propaganda, but that's what I pay you the big bucks for.
I will tell our story.
Cairn.
I'm here.
You're a little bit of an awkward one, if I'm being honest, in what you can do. There's wars everywhere I look. It's a bit crazy. Let's get you to surveil in Europe, just to see what's going on here. Go to Switzerland. Tell me what's going on in Europe. And Yoma
Ready for
Moore,
my mission.
you can sabotage a project? What can you sabotage? You can sabotage the Academy. Sure.
I'm going in.
No, don't do that. Let's not get the Academy annoyed with us. Yoma, instead of doing that, you don't have great espionage, do you? No, you got great espionage, you don't have good investigation. Let's get you, because I don't care about sabotaging the Academy. Let's get you to surveil China and just make sure no one's showing up here.
Eyes up.
Okay. You can see what project other factions are researching on the intel screen. Yeah, I don't want to touch, the thing I don't want to touch is I don't want to mess around with the Academy. I don't want to make them angry. So let's confirm. Let's zoom out. We should get the results back from our Marine mission pretty early in the turn. So let's unpause and see what happens. New project available. New counselors start with plus 40 XP. It's annoying that we didn't have that before. Dirk Hartog Base captured by Project Exodus. We have captured Dirk Hartog Base at Sheshburley Crater on Mars from the initiative. Our teams are going through the initiative records for intel and research as we can use. The HAB took some damage in the fighting. Let's see how much damage the Marines did to Dirk Hartog Base. Okay.
Target destroyed.
Target destroyed, indeed. They destroyed the mining center, which is very annoying. What have we got here? They've got oh my god, they've got op centers. They've got 3 op centers on here. We need to decommission these. Decommission this module. Decommission this module. Decommission this module. What is this? This was also another... What was this? This is a fission reactor array, okay. And then this was a Marine platoon barracks. And they also have a random xenology lab here, which I'm going to decommission as well. Okay, we need to rebuild this. So I want to rebuild this module. So we want to get the... we want to farm here. And we want... Why can't I rebuild this? Also, we need to sort the power situation out. So I need another fission reactor. So we're reducing 200... Oh, we're way over reducing power. Total available power 210. Potential power consumption 135. Why can't I rebuild the mine? There's a level 1 outpost mining complex. Settlement mining complex, there it is. And I also want to add an administration node here, which increases the amount of resources we get. Okay. I don't want to rebuild a lot of this stuff. Okay, we need a name for this. We're not leaving it called Dirk Hartog Base. Are you kidding? So let's get a name for this this base.
Am I alive yet?
Clearly named by the Marines. This is the Fun Zone. And we'll give it a mine icon so I know that it's a mine. Okay, that should help our income quite nicely. That's actually not a bad base. If anyone else annoys us, we'll take their bases off them on Mars. Now, the initiatives still have a presence around Mars, according... No, they don't. Yeah. I'm just checking that the... Because if I zoom all the way out here, the game is telling... No, it's updated now. There's no presence of them here. Cool. All right, we've kicked the initiative off Mars. Finally, Mars is free from capitalism. Let's unpause.
Offering counsel.
Advice is going well.
Surveilling target area.
Okay, we'll check that out
Initiating
next turn.
surveillance. We've got some intel on our
Okay,
target.
who did you investigate? You
Violence
investigated...
is abating.
Oh, is that an initiative agent? Yes, we got an initiative
People will
agent.
come to our side.
Whole ton of Zeta Science research centers just got built. That's a massive boost in research income. Italy's declared war in Cambodia. Just everything is happening at the moment. There's so many wars. Craig, I would love to. I said approved a defense fleet to Mars. At least one ship. We have a defense fleets at Mars. Okay. The initiative have just built a ship and launched it for Space Hotel Trivago. Yes, there is defensive ships around Mars and there's defensive ships around Earth. And yes, we need to get the moon bases next. Okay. They are going to arrive at Space Hotel Trivago on the 29th of July, 2031. Their ship is armed with Artemis torpedoes and a 10-inch cannon. All of this is defeatable by 40mm. It is reason to celebrate. We did liberate an entire planet from capitalism. Now we need to liberate the moon. So, we're going to launch to the defense of Space Hotel Trivago, the Vulcanoid Lance, which is our discount Dreadnought class. So it needs to get there before the 29th of July. So transfer to, in Earth, Space Hotel Trivago. They will get there in 35 hours, which is well before this ship will get there. So transfer. No, it says 1.6 days there. Hang on a second. Oh, damn, I don't know if they're going to make it in time. I think I'm also going to send the D-Red fleet. I know it's going to eat a ton of my water. But I want to just check the transfer for them. So if I transfer them to Space Hotel Trivago, it says 3.9 hours. And then it says 0.02 minutes here. So which of these do I believe? Also, I'm seeing 2 fleets. Oh no, India 5 is the fleet that they flew out to destroy one of our stations and then doesn't have a Delta V to get back. I like to imagine the initiative is run by sci-fi Elon Musk and JF Bezos. That is basically, I mean, the guy who runs the initiative is South African, if that's all you need to know. It's basically not Elon Musk that runs the initiative. Well, that's how I frame it in my head. Do I want to send these guys to Space Hotel Trivago as well? It's going to use up a lot of water. I think my one fleet that I've sent will be fine. So we're just going to go with that. We're not going to transfer the other fleets, because the whole point is that we don't want to waste the water. Let's zoom out. I'm going to slow time down a little bit so we can watch the transfer. So there's India 11 coming out of the moon. Just launched from the initiative's moon base, which we need to do something about, on its way to Earth. Look at that really funky transfer plot. I love seeing the plots. Whoa, okay, we just switched to Earth, an Earth investigation. If I zoom in a little bit more on Earth, we should... No, we're not going to see it. Okay, let's stop messing around looking at plots and unpause the game. Okay, Vulcan Lance has already made it to Space Hotel Trivago. Excellent. So it'll only take them 3 hours to get there. Alright, initiative, what are you going to do? Okay, the game was running weird there, but we are now running forward. Here they come. Invading from the moon. Yeah, we need to free the moon from capitalism for sure. I'm glad that we've got this battleship that we can send out, this discount dreadnought, to do its job. I love that the Marines call this base the fun zone as well. Amazing. I also love that they had this ship ready to launch the second we destroyed their base on Mars. Okay. Control point lost. We've lost the party control point in Oman. That took them long enough, honestly. Took them long enough. We abandoned Oman, like, last stream. Alright, it's time for combat. Let's accept, and we will start the battle. Alright, I'll confirm our deployment. So, all we need to do is shoot down all of their torpedoes before they get into cannon range, and then we should overwhelm them and kill them. So we're just going to say, primary target is this guy. You need to padlock to him, and we're just going to keep our speed nice and slow. It is a... Look, this is the greatest spaceship that has ever been invented by humanity. As far as I'm concerned, it is a battleship. Does anybody else have a ship with this many kills? No? Then our battleship is the best ship in Earth orbit. Look at it with its massive cannons. Like, the grandest ship in the fleet. Look at that. How can you not call that a battleship? 40mm cannons that are just, to scale, unbelievably huge. As long as we deal with this guy's torpedoes. He does have 2 torpedo launchers, so there's quite a lot of them he can fire. We should be fine. I'm speeding up until we're in combat range. I did notice that last time we can actually check our... Okay, they're actually firing already. I'm going to slow time down a little bit. So there's our bubble. That's the range of our attacks. Who's going to complain that it's a battleship? Exactly, Craig West. Who's going to tell us that we don't have a battleship? I love how we converted Church. Frozen. Look, I've always liked Daka in every game ever. I love PD. I'm actually playing through Breachway at the moment, ready for a video, and the PDC in it is pretty cool VFX. So these are the torpedoes here. You can hear the 40mm firing. There's the 40mm to intercept the torpedoes. I just hope we've got enough. There's a lot of torpedoes coming in. Come on. Alright, that's all the torpedoes defeated. Now we just need to get into attack range on this ship. The question is, do I want to accelerate or do I just want to keep cruising? I think I just want to keep cruising. Just keep it nice and simple. So we're just going to speed time up again until we're in range. They're still heading towards us. They still think they have a chance. There are hotkeys to remove the interface. I can't remember off my top of my head what they are. I don't want to push buttons in case I cause something to break. So we're just waiting for them to enter our 40 mic bubble, which I think they're almost in. Yeah, there's the edge. You can see the edge of our range there. I never got that far in Stargate. This is my biggest thing, is I never watched Stargate as a kid. I watched every other sci-fi series there was. Babylon 5, Farscape, obviously Star Trek. Never watched Stargate. I don't know why I never got into it. It's V and delete. Thank you, Razorback. V and delete. Now we just get to watch space combat. But I actually want to slow down time. So let's do this. Okay, now we just got to watch this. So they haven't even fired their 10-inch cannon yet. That's their whole magazine. Like, for their entire mission, that was their whole magazine that they just launched at us. Here comes our first rounds of fire. Oh, so there's our space station. Okay, it's now firing its 10-inch cannon, which I think we've already just damaged and maybe possibly destroyed. How is this guy doing? So he's holding out so far. The black spot still has a use. This thing is just the currently better one. Everyone loves Stargate. I really need to give it a chance at some point. It's just finding the time to sit and watch TV for me these days is very difficult with running this channel and also, working full time. I don't really have a lot of time for just watching TV. So I have to pick very good TV when I watch it. Okay, I think we've got it. It has MacGyver. Stargate is the best sci-fi TV series. Look, I know it's a really good sci-fi TV series. That's what I'm saying. It's one of my biggest, flaws. Although I would say that Babylon 5 might be the best sci-fi TV series ever, in my opinion. Cheaper to operate, exactly mishaps. Which isn't, we're not thinking about capitalism at all here. We're just thinking, okay, boom. That was a big explosion. This thing's going down very soon. This is a cool shot. We live and die for the one. Is that from, oh wait, no, that's from, is that Babylon? Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, Babylon 5 is amazing. How violent Stargate Command is. Look, if you haven't seen Babylon 5 up till now, you need to know that it is very outdated. Yeah, the Rift Rangers. It is very outdated in terms of its CG. Like, it had groundbreaking CG when it came out, but it looks bad now. But if you can stomach it, it's an amazing show. Like, really great show. There we go. That's another win for humanity. Yeah, it has a story arc that runs for the whole show's length, rather than just being, Monster of the Week episodes. It does have those kind of episodes where it's just, enclosed in one episode, but there is an ongoing story the whole way through. And it's one of the first shows that did it. Came out around the same time as Deep Space Nine. Londo's fantastic. Oh my god, Londo is so good. Who's the reptilian alien who's his foil but also his best friend? Heck, you only get hints of why the Minbari surrendered the Either Victory in about season 2 or 3. Yeah, there's just so much crazy stuff. Okay, we can kill the Kavala. We got some stuff. That's another win for humanity. Amazing work, everybody. The design team that put together the Discount Dreadnought. Jakar, that's his name, yes. Oh, Jakar. Oh, and also Bruce Boxleiter is the main character, and that's the guy who plays Tron. It's just such a good show, but it's very 80s. Or 90s, I should say. Okay, let's get speed back up to full. Let's get through this turn. Vulcanoid Lance needs to go home. So you need to transfer back to Crucible Station, please. Well done for protecting that station. You just have to be really, you have to really give Babylon 5 time to cook, and you have to be really, really just like, okay, these CG graphics are struggling, and also forgive the product placement for the motorbike in one episode. Oh, Battlestar Galactica, amazing show as well. I really wanted to put clips of Battlestar Galactica into the High Fleet campaign, but I didn't do it because I was worried. Okay, so we lost a control point in our man to the servants. Everything was a success this turn. And we also managed to find, and this is the most exciting thing, we found an initiative agent. So the war on the initiative can begin. Now, I think they were, look at this, they are in South Korea. So, let's get them investigated. Jebediah,
Standing by.
Investigate Counselor. So we need to find out more about
Eyes
them.
on target.
And especially, we
Ready
don't
for
lose
orders.
them. Yeah, alien plants in India. Thank you, Kate. We're going to get Joma on
At
that.
your service.
They are going to work. Okay, this is going to be quite a hard one for them. Our ops income is not great, but still, I'm going to push that to 81% just for the better.
Standing
Oh,
by.
Veer caught, yeah, Mr. Morden. Oh. Well, I found it online just now, so I'll have watched a couple of episodes before the next stream. Awesome. There's also a bunch of movies. Just like I say, let it cook. The cast changes a bit between season 1 and season 2. Season 2 cast is amazing, but you need to let season 1 happen. Okay, what else are we doing? Human's going to continue to advise here.
Offering assistance.
Blonde is going to continue with the
Acknowledged.
public campaigning. We're still at 477 of 507 in terms of our control points, so we're still not ready
I will
to take
try to
China.
sway the
But
public.
when the research finishes, we
Ready
should
for
be
my
good.
mission.
I hope we get to see the end of Virmo's relationship. Yeah, I love that we get to see the end of it. Just there's so many things. So Railguns is finishing, Great Nations is finishing. We're still a while away from nuclear fusion mythologies. Cairn. We really need to start investigating our own people soon.
Standing by for
I
orders.
need to make sure that Groucho Marx is just kicking goals. So
We'll turn down the heat.
we're just going to get her to do
Where
some
do you need
suppression missions. And we're going to start inspiring her to make sure her loyalty is as high as
I'll
possible.
ensure their loyalty.
Check for level ups. You've got a level up. So let's get your persuasion up by 1. 14 for you, 19. So she's almost got another level up. 5, 16, 18. No more of the levels ups. Yeah. You're scared the service will set up the AA in America. There's nothing I can do about it right now if they do that. They don't own all of America, but they do have the majority of it. Well, all we can do is just our best. Zathras. Yes, Zathras. Hey folks, thank you Chaos Space Week 92. I appreciate that a lot, Chaos Space Week 92. Hope everything's well with you. Hope you're doing okay. Please don't hesitate to reach out or anything. Let's unpause the game. So we've taken Mars initiative. We have
Lending my expertise.
defended. No one ever listens to Zathras. Advice mission complete. Cool.
I think we had a breakthrough.
I think there was a message that someone was messing with one of your country's popularity. No, what happened was the servants took a control point from a nation that we'd abandoned, which is fine. Amplaton Drive project. Okay, we need to start looking at some of these drive projects because they might be
Surveillance
useful.
complete.
Okay, we got more information on that counselor. The question is do we
Things are
subvert them
cooling
and then
off.
kill the other? Yeah, we subvert them and we use them to kill the others.
We've moved the needle.
We're going to take the initiative out of this game. Egypt, under control of the resistance, has declared war on Syria, Japan, the Republic of Southern Cross, and Saudi Arabia. So we need to deal with that next turn. It's the initiative again declaring war on us.
Target destroyed.
Low thrust, high fuel efficiency. Interesting. Egyptian army moving to Damascus. They're not going to make it there because we're going to end the war. We have lost the executive control point in Oman to the servants. That's fine. The servants have taken Oman for us. We'll get it back later on. Here they first have a new fleet. That's fine. Spaceflight program. Syria has joined the list of spacefaring nations. Syria have built themselves a boost facility, which is wonderful. Okay. So nothing too big is going on here. Our biggest thing at the moment is
Ready.
investigating this initiative agent, who's currently in Australia. Okay, so I think this person, we've detected them before. I think, oh no, they've got a terrible security. Their security is 4. They have indulgent, eminent, transparent, careless, prosperous, and all of the upgrades. Orcs, they've got some interesting orcs. And they get that from an orb. Okay. I don't think we're quite ready to do anything to them yet. I want to investigate them again. What is the stat for
Initiating surveillance.
capture someone?
I'm here.
You can't do that. You're the only one who
Where
can
do you
capture.
need me?
Capture, detain
orders?
is investigate. So I think we'll do one more investigate, then we'll try and detain her.
I'm here.
Human can continue to advise.
Offering support.
Blonde can continue
What's the up?
to defend China with propaganda.
We must persuade the people.
Cairn, you need to
Your orders.
inspire Groucho.
Where
Groucho,
to?
you can just continue to stabilize
Ready for
Yemen.
orders.
No,
Your
that was
orders?
Yoma, sorry. Groucho can stabilize Yemen.
We'll make
And
things
Yoma, there's no aliens to deal with right now.
Acknowledged.
Give me a surveil in and around China, just to see if anyone's doing anything over
Setting
here.
a watch.
Who needs to go to ground, Razorback? Oh, she might need to go to ground, yeah. And then someone said we don't have a look at Syria in terms of their priorities. Oh, no, the reason that happened was they didn't have the ability to do boost or mission control before, so yeah, now we're just going to do mission control. Oh, the war. Damn. Thank you, Kite. The war, of course. Need to end the war.
Heading to the
Good
capital.
shout. Missed that one. Okay, so we're setting national policy in Japan. Let's confirm assignments. Now, we don't have any ships under construction at the moment. We do have some mission control available. Do we want to build another couple of discount destroyers? We don't currently need them around... What we need is we need a way to get Marines to the moon. So let me just check something. If we go to ship construction, I don't think I can look at it from here. The crash test block 5, if I upgrade it, we almost forgot to declare peace, my bad guys. And I go for an example transfer. And I transfer from, where is it? Crucible Station to low moon orbit. The fleet is insufficient. We need 4.5 KPS. Well, the thing is, mishaps, the picket ship problem was because the initiative were launching from the surface of Mars and getting there before us. They can't do that anymore. The only place they can launch from now is the moon. And we don't have any problems getting into... We'll always beat them. Hey, Doctor. We'll always beat them getting there first from the moon. So I think as long as we just get their bases on the moon, we're good. So if we can get up to 4.5 kph on this ship, we should be able to get Marines to the moon, and we can do another ODST drop on their base on the moon. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to, as I said, another bunch of fuel tanks onto the ship. We need to get to 4.5 kps. Do I want to add more rockets? We don't really care about acceleration. We just care about Delta V. We're going to need a lot of propellant tanks. Oh my goodness, we're going to need so many propellant tanks. Oh geez. Okay, I don't know if this is actually worth trying to do. So if I want 4.7 kps just to give myself a little bit of like emergency wiggle room, it's going to cost 780 volatiles to get us to the moon. Maybe we change the engine out. That does help. That does not seem worth it. No, it doesn't. We need to change this out. We need a different drive, which means we probably need to build a new ship because we can't swap on a Nerva drive or a large drive onto this chassis. So we're going to have to build a new ship. So let's clear the design. Oh, I actually need to, hang on, we need to actually back out of here. And I need to design a ship class. Now, what's the one with the better Delta V? Is it the Lars or the Nerva? I can never remember. So this is exhaust velocity of 8 kps and this is exhaust velocity of 20 kps. So I think this is the one that's good for combat and this is the one that's good for long distance travel. Let's just build the rest of the ship out while I consider that. So we just want Marines. Now we're checking their points. Oh, they're checking their points because they want to go on a heist. I was like, why is everyone checking their points? Okay, well, cheapest radiator. We'll go for a cheap battery. And then we need to work on our engine. What engine do we want? So if I put this on, and we just add a power plant for that, the solid core fission reactor. Exhaust velocity is good for efficiency. Okay, so missed up. So we want the other engine then. I want the, I want the large drive, 19.62. Yeah, so we want the 19.62, and then we want the molten core fission reactor. It's the other way around. Higher exhaust volume means better efficiency. Gotcha. Thank you, everybody. You've heard of Marines? These are Moon Marines. Good luck, everybody who is going on the heist as well. Stage 1, you typoed your heist if you want to join it. You need to join again. Whoa, Mishap's going in with 1,000 points for the heist. Jeez, T-Rem, when did you show up? You missed an exciting stream. We liberated Mars from capitalism. Good hunting, everybody. Thrusters acceleration. Perfect. Okay, we need 4.6 kps. Let's add some propellant times. Okay, whoa, I went way over. So 5.7 or 5. 5 should be perfect. So this is we'll call this the 2A because it's got a different engine type. We need 8 kps for an Earth to lunar transfer according to this now. This stretch requires 7.9. Yeah, you need to redo your heist. He's done it. Stage 1's done it. It's all good. They're in the heist. Whoa, Shinobu met with a 2,000 point heist. Jeez. I'm actually very invested in how this heist is going to go now because this is crazy. Alright. So let's get this up to 8 kps. That's 8.3. This is going to cost 143 water, 68. This is fine. We can build this. Let's... wait, can I save the... Why can't I save the design? We need armor, I think. What's the cheapest armor? Steel armor... 0.05. Yeah, we'll just chuck some steel armor on this thing. I don't really care. The ship needs more thrust. It's got 6.38 days to make the thrust. 8.3 kps. If a couple of people with high number of points, it tends to mean there'll be a wipe. We'll see if we're right or not. Is 8.3 kps enough? I think it is. Let's save the design. That's fine. Oh, I want to... let me close this window so we can see the results of the mission. I'll close this so we can see the results of the mission. Okay. Casualties were heavy, but the surviving members managed to capture the station. Results of the mission: Razorback, Craig West, Alexander Fedenoff, and many-headed mishaps made it back. Shinobu, that was a nasty hit. A nasty hit. I'm so sorry that you died on that mission because you put so much money into it. Okay, let's build ourselves... The Fun Zone has a space dock. I didn't destroy that. Well, maybe leave that there, actually. That might be useful. So Crucible Station has a shipyard. We're going to add 1 crash test block 2A. It's going to take 102 days to build, but that's going to get us our attack on Mars done. All right, let's close this. If you don't put armor points, there's no armor anyway, so no cost to wait. Perfect. Let's unpause. That's a fission reactor at Ceres up and running. Our water should be going up soon. I think the mine is still under construction, Ceres. It's taken that long. Like, it's taken that long to build. Advised mission complete.
We can speculate about where these bloody things came from until the cows come home. But right now, all that matters is whether or not we've got something that can put a bullet square between whatever the hell they call eyes. Commander Fiona Ayawade, secure correspondence.
Right, this is a big one. Ceres was 500 days when we first set up. Yeah, it's going to take a while. So, railgun batteries and rail cannons are now available. For research. They've picked superconducting magnets, which is great. That's a bonus, like down the railgun road. We can start looking at getting defense arrays for our stations soon.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
So far, we got to bolt into a station.
Person
No.
of interest surveilled.
The alien fleet has arrived on low Earth orbit. Let's just see what they do. They're not attacking us. That's fine.
Order is
More
returning.
life forms in China. Life forms in China. I don't like seeing that.
Public sentiment is increasingly with
Debris
us.
duty. We have identified a piece of orbital debris that will pass close to Photosphere Station. While there is no risk of a collision, this represents a rare opportunity for us. If we can safely remove the debris, we will improve the safety of our space operations in low Mars orbit going forward. The savvier members of our council are also pointing out significant public relations benefits of such a mission. So we can enter the debris into our tracking cataloging database to gain 50 research. We can attach a series of simple rocket thrusters to carefully deorbit. 15 volatiles, debris in orbit of Photosphere Station decreases by 1. Or we can have the debris brought to Photosphere Station where our nanofax can recycle it. We pay 50 volatiles, we gain 150 metals, which is like nothing to us, and debris goes down by 1. I don't need the 150 metals. Like, I've got 6.8 thousand metals. I'm just going to pay 15 volatiles to get it out of the orbit. Polish army. Okay, there's lots of armies heading for Damascus.
Policy direction.
Seek peace. Egypt and Syria end the war. A complete mission, set national policy in Japan. Japan, under control of Project Nexus, has agreed with Egypt to end the Egypt-Syria war. More bits of Khiva. Yeah, those are bits of Khiva. I'm starting to feel like we don't really need the defensive race. Maybe to protect from aliens, but I feel like we can outmaneuver the rest of the human factions. Well, the one thing I'm concerned about, Shinobu, and the main reason that I am going to continue down the road of defense arrays, is that when we actually start to claim the stars, we're going to have to deal with this. The servants have a very big fleet, and if they split this fleet up and go off in different directions, we are going to need defenses on all of our stations to stop them wiping us all out. So this is my main concern. Also, do we have any officers? We've got a Lieutenant Fari, an engineering officer. Any other officers on any of our fleets? No other officers on any of our fleets. Okay. As for killing enemies, yes, of course, but for defending your ships until the enemy runs out of ammo, a rail's actually better right now, glorious, and unstoppable 40mm autocannons. Defense rays are really good, especially on enough ships to protect every base. Yeah, they're going to pinch well as well. How good are the servant ships, though? They're not great, but if I don't have defenses on a station and a ship turns up on it, it instantly kills it. Doesn't matter how good the ship is. And I don't have enough ships to cover all my stations to defend them, so that's why defense arrays are very, very important. Doesn't matter how good the ship is, it can just have one 40mm cannon. If they don't have anyone to defend the base, it gets destroyed. Very, very, very big problem. Okay, we've lost control point in the United Arab Emirates. So, there is an alien doing domination missions in the UAE. We need to do something about that urgently. Oh, actually, the UAE is undefended. When did that happen? I did not get a warning about that, as far as I'm aware. Okay, we've got a lot of places that need to be defended this turn. We need to do something about this. So, Blorn,
for my mission.
Can you please purge this control point? 38% chance to purge? 91 if I spend 120 influence. We're going to go for it.
Targeting the opposition.
Alright, Human, we need to defend Japan, first of all. Most important place to defend. Defend Japan. Also, Groucho Marx is a level up. We need to do something about it. Then we need to defend the Southern Cross.
Securing our control.
Then Cairn needs to defend... is this Syria? Syria needs to be defended. Before Syria, more important, is the United Arab Emirates. Very important nation for us. And then, does Yoma have defend? No, Yoma doesn't. And I don't think Groucho does either. No. So Syria's going to have to be undefended for a turn. Now, Groucho has a level up. We're going to spend that level up to remove the non-grata trait from her, because I think that's quite useful. When control point, it gets a silent notification. Yeah, I didn't see that notification, Vegan. I always check for them. So I just have to share. Playing Man and Blade Bannerlord, I'm raiding Forest Bandit Hideout, and the Bandit Guard should use a Jugger's Drink, but he gets a javelin through the head. Ouch. Any bases with fizzles up for grab on Mars. I'm wary of starting a war with any other faction right now. Just wanted to say I recently found your channel and really enjoyed the heck out of your Nebulous High Fleet and Terra Invicta content. Well, thank you very much, Hildebrand. There's plenty more where that came from and planning to come. Cool. She's done. What else do we need to do? So we defend. Joma and Groucho need missions. Yoma needs to assault alien assets in China. Yes, get rid of those. We do not want aliens in China. We'll start 85.
Heading to the LZ.
Now, we know that there's an alien somewhere around here, so let's surveil into Riyadh and see what we can pick up around that. Why or not, we have 40 months to solve the fissile problem. The fissile problem might already be solved because we've got Underdark State. Well, we've got the Fun Zone coming online, and I'm pretty sure the Fun Zone has a lot of fissils. It's one of the reasons I targeted it. We'll just confirm that. That's Chaparelli Crater. It has no fissils at all. So yes, we do need to solve the fissile problem. You are right. All right, let's do some prospecting. So, fissils. The best fissile sources are Promethi Terra, which is controlled by the servants, Xanthi Terra, which is controlled by the Academy, and then us. So, do we want to mess with the Academy, or do we want to mess with the servants? I think we probably want to mess... I don't really want to make the servants angry right now because of their fleet. We're not ready to defend against that fleet. If they turn that fleet against us, we're in big problems. Big trouble. Now, the Protectorate do have a station on the moon with 2.6, but the best really is Notre Dame base. Luna, Mars, that's another servant port. Resistance. Academy is safer, but servants more profitable. I agree, Kite, totally agree. Until we have defenses, can I start probing random asteroids? All of the asteroids have pretty much been probed. Even though I haven't probed them, I can see the details on them. Like, I launched probes. I clicked the launch probe button a while ago to launch at everything. And I've sorted the list by the most thistles, and this is it. Right? This is it. I think for now, we take Anaximander base. Okay? Then, when we've got defenses in place, we take Notre Dame base. I don't think we want to take Notre Dame base right now, because I really am scared of that servant fleet in orbit of Earth. What do they think of us right now? The servants... The servants have us in conflict, not at war. The Academy... relations... The Academy tolerate us. Or do we just go all in and attack the servants? I'm kind of tempted just to hit the servants and get that 7... But 7 thistles will set us up for a long while, and taking 7 thistle income off them would be quite good. In confidence between 20 and 58. Hey Squall, welcome to the stream. You made it before the end. There's still quite a while to go. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for the servants. I'm gonna hit the servants. That's Grey Wolf Pack. Needs to. Have they? Okay, they need to repair themselves. Once they've repaired, we're gonna hit the servant base. Have I done everything? Confirm assignments. Zoom out. Doesn't this irritate the aliens? It does irritate the aliens. Oh, how cool is that? No sense messing around with anymore. Let's just deal with the servants. So, okay, everyone is very, very gung-ho. Remember, we only have 3 ships available in Earth orbit. Grey Wolf Pack has been repaired. Okay, that's gonna do something. You can always find them later and apologize with trade. The aliens will generate 1/4 they hate. Okay, that's not too bad. Right, we're gonna hit. It was Notre Dame base. This base here, 95% chance of success. Boom. I've launched the Marines. 07's in chat for the Marines, everybody. Because they're hot dropping into hell and they're not coming back. So we need to give them our support. Because they signed up for a one-way mission. Because they're going to be once they've taken the base, they're going to turn into the miners that run the base. Simplify indeed.
Securing our interests.
Making things safe for our people.
Okay, the defend missions all went through without losing any more control points.
Our people. Initiating surveillance.
They did declare war on me, you're right, Hayden. Okay, we now have a mining complex on Ceres. Our water income just doubled. That's something. That's something. Might as well keep the bit and take the Mars servant bases if we don't want them going on initiative on us making ships there. That's correct. We're going to have to take them all once we take one. I hope we've got enough mission control for this. Notre Dame base has been captured by Project Exodus. We've captured Notre Dame base at Prometheus on Mars from the servants. Our team's working target destroyed. Thank you. Expanse moment. Yeah, we just properly declared war. All right, let's check out what damage it did to the base. All right, Nook. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you later. All right, they didn't destroy the settlement mining complex, which is great. They did destroy the farm, which I would like to rebuild. They destroyed Marine platoon barracks. Actually, we'll rebuild that. They destroyed Marine platoon barracks, construction module. We don't need to rebuild that. They destroyed Marine platoon barracks. We don't need 2 farms and a skunk works. All right, do we have enough power here? We're producing 192 and we're consuming 152. We want to add an administration module here. This just increases our income. And I think that's all we need. Let's cancel this. This is a farm. Yeah, let's cancel this farm. Let's cancel this farm. How many room protects did they have? They had 3. You can always dismantle the bases you don't want exactly, or trade them. So we're now producing potential available power is 192. Total potential power consumption is 162. So we are totally fine here. Let's let that base do its thing. That's another base that we've just taken off. And now we're getting an extra 7.8 thistles because they didn't destroy the miner thing. Now then, what is the answer from the servants going to be? It was the skunk works, doesn't matter. Also, to fast destroy the rest of the servant bases, you can prevent them from making anti-marine stuff and utilize new ability them later. Correct. So we need to look for what the servants do in retaliation for that. Actually, has the servants' attitude of us changed? They're still showing us in conflict with us, so they haven't flipped over to hate it. Our research and development team report that we're now able to undertake the rail cannon project. Allows construction of the following ship components: light rail cannon Mark 1, rail cannon Mark 1, heavy rail cannon Mark 1, spinal railgun Mark 1. Right. We really need to get this research done ASAP. But we can't abandon crisis diplomacy. I don't want to delay hydrobiology, so the Caliphate is going on the back burner until we get railguns. I want rail cannons ASAP. Now they're going to complete on the 15th of January 2032. That's not good enough. 8th of November 2031? That sounds like what we want. Let's get those rail cannons ASAP so we can get the Mark II defense fleet up and running before we get overtaken in research. Right now is the time for us to speed up. We have the research. It's starting to happen. We just need to take advantage of it and pull ahead while we can.
Target secured.
Cool. Yoma did her job. Aliens terrorizing in Pakistan, not good.
Our associates are now in charge.
Names Blonde took back Dubai, excellent. Some more stuff came online in Ceres, and we need to defend Saudi Arabia this turn. Okay, let's get on the ground. Do you know what I forgot to do last turn? I forgot to change down our initiative. You ruined someone's day somewhere. Exactly. Forgot to track down our initiative agent. We may have lost her because I was playing such a defensive turn. So Human defend Saudi Arabia.
Making things safe for our people.
Cairn defend the UAE.
Where to?
Jebediah, did we lose that person?
Securing our control.
Yeah, we lost them.
Where to?
Damn it. We lost the initiative agent in that turn. Go to ground? Yeah. Railgun 40mm missiles, just embrace the expanse. Yeah, we're hoping to get some missiles on our ship soon. See who this person is.
Tracking target.
Blonde, back to work. In China, doing your Chinese propaganda thing. We're so close to the control points we need. We're so close. We'll spend a little bit of money on that.
Making our case.
Yoma.
Where to?
You need to deal with investigating the alien activity.
Recon the site.
Groucho.
Ready to go.
Can you just continue stabilizing down here to get you the experience
We'll
that you
restore
need?
peace to this nation.
Remember to defend Syria. Oh yeah, I didn't defend Syria. Thank you for reminding me. Who can I use to defend Syria?
Standing by.
Reporting in.
It's gonna have to be Blonde.
Ready to go.
I forgot about Syria. I got everywhere else.
Making things safe for
I will need fusion drives. We need those Epstein drives. Were they Epstein drives in the Expanse? It's been a while. I never actually finished watching the TV show, and I never finished the books because I had this discussion on my Discord. Don't like fan fiction that gets a little bit too depressing. Even though I've read other fiction that's depressing, I just found the Expanse extra depressing towards the end. Alright, let's unpause. I feel like even though the servants are still ahead in this campaign, we're not really in the hole we were in before. We are catching up. Yes, I feel really good. The only problem we need to worry about is the aliens getting a foothold on Earth before we can bombard from orbit.
Securing our control.
Securing our interests.
Non-saving life forms in Hong Kong.
Surveillance complete.
This is a good track.
Things are stabilizing.
Just gonna chill and listen to music for a couple of seconds.
They'll all be so busy fighting down
Great
here
nations.
that they won't even realize we've already built ourselves an empire up there.
United North America, African Union, South American Union, Pan-Asian Combine, Southeast Asian Alliance, Greater India, Forward Russia, Greater Malaysia. They're now working on super allies. Expanse Cosmo Horror really well in my opinion. That's what I love most about it. It was the humans messing with other humans that I didn't like about it. Oh, the end of the Expanse isn't depressing. Well, maybe I'll give it another go. Either there's an alien agent doing work in China or we aren't killing all of the plants. Maybe we need to do some investigating in China then. Erratic leader behavior. Oh no, okay, phew, I thought it was one of our guys. We're receiving reports describing a sudden swing of the behavior of some leaders in Pakistan, which we believe may be with marked alien attempting to secure a control point for the servants there. We've determined the aliens are now able to infiltrate national institutions in what will look like the outset like a purge mission by the servants, but may not be prevented by our usual legal and political defenses. We believe developing the science attribute among our councils will help us understand and defend against this phenomenon. I started reading the 5th book before the 4th. Notice the few chapters I stopped reading after. I think I've read up to the 4th. Okay, this is a good track. How are we doing for level ups? You got to level up Blonde. The name is Blonde. James Blonde. Let's get you a level in Persuasion. Let's get you the rest of your augments as well. So you need a P protection unit. You need embedded sensors. You need an intelligent assistant. I need a scrambler. We've got a level up for Yoma Ma as well. There's some traits here that would be good for her. What country is she from? Pakistan. I don't think government would do me a lot here. But I can get rid of loss averse. I'm just gonna push level ups for now. Let's get her espionage up to 17. And then we'll get her augmentation data jack and her embedded sensors. I enjoy depressing media, but like I'm gonna do one at a time. I just fear, yeah, wow. I actually watched Neon Genesis Evangelion for the first time this year, and it really took me for a spin. I still haven't watched the other stuff. I've just watched the TV show, but apparently I also need to get caught up on like the movie and stuff. Okay, Jebediah also has a level up available. He's actually at 25 investigation. Let's get his science up. That will be useful going into the late game. And then are there any pickups for anyone? I think Groucho may have more admin. No, we need to get more admin for her. And basically the only way we're going to get that is to steal someone. Air Force Research Lab, +1 science, lots of nice stuff in there. Yeah, I probably need to start again from the beginning when I watch it. Yeah, that's what I need to watch. I need to watch the end of Evangelion, and I haven't done it. Okay. I think we're good. We should give everyone missions this time.
Standing by.
So let me check. Nowhere is undefended. Yep, everywhere is defended. Control points are up to 509 for our cap. I am too tired to do that math in my head, and that's very embarrassing. But let me just quickly check. 509 minus 478. 31 control points free. We still need 10 control points. And those 10 control points are going to come from Crisis Diplomacy when it completes. Once we've got Crisis Diplomacy, we can get that research. Let me just check here, by the way. We're still miles ahead from nuclear fusion methodologies. That's great. Okay, so this turn, Groucho, just keep doing what you're doing here. Get that experience.
We'll make things safe.
Yoma, you need to fight some aliens in Hong Kong.
Standing by.
Get up to 80, maybe 88%.
Gear up.
Care,
reporting in.
Can you please surveil in
orders.
Hong Kong and just in China in general? Make sure there's no aliens like just messing around with us in China, please.
Initiating recon.
What's the end of Eva movie? It's the proper ending. The ending of the show is not what they intended. A terrorist attack in Japan at the time stopped them from finishing their production. Okay. What I don't like about the series is that they felt they just switched the roles of the crew and the captain. In the books, it's basically always Holden who is more careful. Yeah, look, you know the background to The Expanse. It started as a role-playing game. So like Holden, I can't remember the names of the characters that's on my head. They were all characters the players were playing. The reason the medic dies really quickly on in the story is because that player left the game. And so that's why he gets the railgun round through his head. In Plant Life is at 1.2 strength. That is oddly strong for just passive growth. We might be missing something. Okay, we're going to get on top of that.
I'm here.
Which makes it really interesting on how the crew work in the stories, because the crew are very much player characters. Amos, that's his name, Amos. The actor that played Amos in the TV show, very good casting. Okay, we still want to investigate and find people. So let's investigate people. There's definitely something going on in Pakistan right now, so let's have a look at who this person is. We also need to investigate alien activity. Who can do that? Just Human and Blonde.
Ready.
We'll send Blonde after the alien activity.
Ready for orders.
We'll send Human back to advise Japan.
Ready to go.
And we'll get... Oh, no, that's the wrong way around. I want to get Human to advise Japan. I want to get you to inspire Groucho. Okay.
I'll make sure they're on our side.
Yeah, it is a cool story. Okay, so let's unpause. We're done here.
Laying the groundwork.
We're starting to get into the heart of it. Okay. Our research development team now to take railgun batteries, like railgun battery Mark 1, railgun battery Mark 1, heavy railgun battery Mark 1. So we'll do this after we finish railguns. E-beam drives are available as well. We need to start looking into these drive technologies.
I will help them.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Surveilling target area.
Groucho made... I didn't check that, Sage 1. I need to do that. I'm not sure if she can.
Order is returning.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've got more alien life forms in China, and China again. No, that's the last turn, I think. 3rd of October? No, that's this turn. Double here. And Brussels in the 1st. Yeah, there's a lot of alien life forms coming through. Okay, we've got a Marine platoon barracks at Notre Dame base. Well, actually, we could hit another base. Why aren't we not doing that? Grey Wolf Pack. Go home and repair, and then we'll hit another base. There's a lot of rail batteries they go into another part of the ship. Okay, do we hit another station now? Let's have a look at Mars. Mars. Okay, sites on Mars. So, the next best thing, what do we need? We need water. Avasal is probably, in fact, yes, again, great casting for her in the TV show. Looking at water, we have some of the best sites for water on the moon. Acadia Planatia has good. Acidalia Planatia has good water. Batteries are hull mounts, yeah. So Tempe Terra is a target. It's not amazing. Noctis Labyrinths is a target. 57 in metals. We've got so much metal income though. Valles Marineris has a little bit of everything. I think we're going to take Valles Marineris this turn. What's the space looking like? I'm not seeing any marine barracks at all. It's got a marine defense rating of 15. We can take that no problem. Oh, I don't know the name of it. It's Higbee base. No, that's an academy base. Hang on. That's the wrong base. Valles Marineris base is... Can I not find out what it's called? Qual Hat base. Okay. Qual Hat base. Boom. 61% chance to take it. Interesting. So better defender than I thought it was. Well, let's see what the Marines do. We're going to salt that hab. Let's head back to Earth. And unpause.
Here's what we found.
Okay. I'm trying to think. There's so many plates spinning right now that I really just need to take a second to properly think. We're good here. Okay, we got the base. Let's manage it. How are we doing for mission control? We're still okay on mission control. We didn't destroy the settlement mining complex. We destroyed everything else. So this is a former fission reactor array. Let's rebuild that. This is an ops module. We're gonna decommission this. Don't want that. This is a operations center. We don't want to rebuild that. This is a operations center. Let's decommission that. Then we've got a former space dock. Don't want that. This is a heavy fission reactor array. We will rebuild that. I can't rebuild that. Why not? Why can't I rebuild this? What am I missing? Because... No. Why can't I rebuild anything all of a sudden? What am I missing? So I can shut down. I can rebuild this, but I can't rebuild these. Oh, these are heavy fissions. Okay, I haven't researched these. Okay, that's fine. We'll just replace them with fission reactor modules. So power at the moment, we're producing 170. Power consumption is 127. I want to add a farm, and I want to add a admin node. How are we doing for power now? So we need. Oh, it's a shame that we need to build a whole fission reactor array for. In fact, we could probably get away with a fission pile for 10 power. That's all we really need to get this base up and running. And that's another one done. How much time after the stream? About 20 minutes, Shinobu Mail. I'll usually end at midnight unless something crazy happens. So yeah, it's a 2-hour stream. I would stream for longer, but I'm doing it after a full day's work, so I'm just really tired. And the problem is I have a full day of work tomorrow, and if I go any later than midnight, I'm kind of just wrecked the next day. I can't really afford to jeopardize my work that much. I would love to stream for longer. I want to bring back the weekend streams and do longer streams then. Okay, let's find out what happened in Pakistan. So we found a servant agent. United States of America and Saudi Arabia are now rivals. So there's 2 agents here. Who are they? 2 servants. Yeah, that's basically what we're going to do, Alexander. We're just going to repair, restock, and launch. As long as our mission control holds out. We're getting really close to the top of our mission control amount. So I think we're going to maybe pursue one of these 2. You might be a really good person to overtake. I think you've got really bad security because we've investigated you before.
Investigating target.
We'll send Yoma more after the alien assets. There's a lot of alien assets showing up. There's 3 in China. I really don't like this. So we're going to focus on the Chinese ones and try and take them out. We're going to do like a group effort on that this turn.
Where do you need me?
Groucho's going to go after the... So hang on. I need to check who's doing what. So Yomomo is going for the life forms in Zinning, which is the easiest one for her because she's not very
Heading
good.
to the LZ.
Then Groucho Marx is going after the ones in Hong Kong, which are the hardest ones. We'll get that up to 85%.
Going in hot.
Then
Ready
Karen
for
can't
orders.
fight aliens, Blonde can't fight aliens, Jebediah can fight
Your
aliens,
orders.
Human can't
Your
fight
orders.
aliens. So I think Jebediah actually needs to
here.
fight aliens this turn. There's too much going on. So he can go to the ones in Yongqing, and I don't know how that's pronounced. That was a real stab in the dark. We'll
Going
go after
in.
those. Now,
Acknowledged.
we need to defend Jordan, so we'll get Human. No, we'll get Karen
Ready
defend.
for
Yeah,
orders.
we'll get Karen to defend Jordan.
Protecting our interests.
We'll get Blonde
At your
to
service.
reprise his role as
Ready to go.
a nice person. Whoa. Well, that's Human. I was like, what has
Where do you need
happened
me?
that China has something so hard to do public campaigning in, but it's just the wrong character?
I
And
will
then
tell our story.
Human can continue
orders.
to advise Japan. Get us some extra research.
Offering assistance.
Don't get to start guarding China, yeah. We need to scout out, but this turn I think we should put it down and then we'll scout out after this turn. Okay, everything else is done. Laughs in EU time zone, I know. Very annoying. Telltale made a statement about Avasala in the adventure game, although it's supposed to be about Cameron Drummer. Cool. I heard the adventure that game's not too bad, although the Telltale game's got a bit funny. Let's head back to Grey Wolf Pack and just tell them to repair. And then we'll confirm assignments. What do the servants think of us right now? We're now at war with the servants, everybody. So the servants hate us. This could go badly this turn. Let's see what happens. Okay, some stuff went online on Mars. That's great. Grey Wolf Pack is available. We can dispatch them to take out a servant base on Mars. Do any of the servant bases on Mars have shipyards? So let's have a quick look. Sites. So there's what? There's two servant bases left on Mars. Tempe Terra has a shipyard, has two shipyards. So that makes it a very high profile target. This one here also has two shipyards. So it doesn't really matter which one we attack. They're both very high profile. This has water, has a decent amount of water, thistles and metals. The other one has a little bit of everything. 6.1 rare metals is actually quite nice. We're going to attack Noctis Labyrinths, which is Pearling Base. Alright, let's drop the Marines on Pearling Base. Let's just wipe the servants out from Mars while we can. 61%, not the easiest to assault, but we'll drop. We'll see what happens. Ships' interiors were horizontal. Yeah, did you not know that, Mishaps? The ships are built like skyscrapers in the Expanse.
Offering support.
Oh wait, no, they didn't do that. Why did they do that? Sorry, of course you know about that, Mishaps. So they didn't make them vertical. Oh my god. Well, that's not good.
Making
Yeah, 07, more
things
Marines
safe
going
for
down.
our people.
That's crazy they did do that. I guess they maybe thought people would be confused. I don't know. More stuff going live. Okay, our fleet was repelled, but they were defeated by the servant forces. Now, the thing is, I think we just needed to repair the ship. So where's the ship? Grey Wolf Pack just needs to repair, and they can have another go.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Hydrobiology has been completed. So our ODST did not complete that mission. Okay, our pre-autopsy assessment reveals that, as expected, the aliens are carbon-based and breathe oxygen like ourselves. The ability to exist without protection on Earth makes it highly likely that the atmospheric composition of their homeworld is highly similar to our own. More unexpected is that the prevailing inverted knees anatomical theory is incorrect. What we are seeing here is not the knee, but the ankle. Thus, their leg anatomy is akin to that of a horse or dog. Since this type of structure is better suited to speed than climbing, it is highly likely these aliens evolved on flatter terrain, and perhaps were once prey for another species. The autopsy itself has yielded invaluable detail on the aliens' physiology, specifically how they are capable of feats and abilities impossible for any species on Earth. Fulfills objective, research Hydra biology.
Our autopsy report is ready, Director.
The alien
details are fascinating.
The alien corpus has provided us a treasure of information. Carbon-based, ocean-breathing, starts 220 centimeters tall, with knees located in the upper halves of its legs in a pattern similar to an Earth canid. Cooling is provided by subliminal sweat. Internally, a striking feature is that the nervous and circulatory systems are combined. There are 3 heart nerve clusters, 1 in the head, proximal to tumulus vertebrae, 2 in the abdomen, at the right hypochondrium, and the left lilac region. The redundant system means that barring catastrophic damage to multiple heart nerve clusters, an alien can regenerate most, if not all, functionality. The loss of one cluster is likely to impede higher cognitive function, and alien with 2 working clusters will still be capable of basic to intermediate tasks. The alien regenerative capability appears to prevent any kind of senescence. Individuals are theorized to be able to maintain consistent fitness, mobility, and cognition for the majority of their natural lives, estimated being between 160 and 200 years. Love that it took months of them to look at things leg for more than 10 seconds. This does come at a cost. Physiology is highly complex, slow gestation, and development cycle, low birth rate. Individual aliens are non-gendered at birth. Each member of the species is born with male and female reproductive organs. At a certain point, specific conditions participate in the development of one set. Though not common on Earth's, sequential hermaphroditism on our planet is only found in lower order creatures such as fish, gastropods, and plants. In the case of the aliens, they appear to only become sexual towards the end of their life cycle, and once sex assignment is complete, there is no changing back. While the clicking noises we recorded during the acquisition of the specimen are complex to be on language, we don't believe the auditory communication will be a primary mode of exchanging information. They use gas stuff. We're not going to go through all of this because there's a lot. They use ferrocytes. Note from the biology division, preliminary study has suggested that some of the ferrocytes may have been specifically tailored to affect humans. We strongly recommend immediate and focused research. Okay, autopsy suggests the alien ferrocytes are central to the communication and possibly their influence over human subjects. Researching them should be a priority. Research the Hydra ferrocytes project when it becomes available, which we will do. Now, that is a huge text box. There's a lot to cover there. I didn't want to go through the whole thing. What are we going to research in the meantime? Because we've got a lot of stuff that we need to look at here. I think we're actually going to get railgun batteries under research in the meantime, because rail cannon is going to finish pretty soon and that can take over. We're still ahead for nuclear fusion methodologies. Excellent. Let's come out of here on pause. Clearly too few science with leg fetishes on staff. Or alien leg fetishes, I suppose. Okay, let's try again with a marine assault. It still says that we can't repair, so we'll close this. We'll do a marine assault on, was it Higby base? No, it wasn't. It was Pearling base. Drop the marines on that again, see what happens. We do need to research engines mishaps, but I might be a bit too tired to evaluate engines at this time.
Destroy target.
Okay, United North America is now available for research. And the Ferrocytes project is now available for research. We'll research this as soon as the main railgun one is done. Critical failure on their alien assault for Groucho Marx. That is not good.
Score 1 for the good guys.
We got 3 of them, but missed 1. We've completed the rail cannon project. Perfect. Open research. New project available. South American Union. Obsolete that. We want to research Ferrocytes. We commissioned a study into the origin mechanism, so this is going to take a while to research. I'm going to put this down to, I kind of want this just to go hard, because this will give us lots of defenses when it's finished. Let's see how long that takes if we just let it go hard. So we just got our hands on railguns. So if we have a look at our nose weapons, we now have access to, where is it? The light railgun Mark 1, which has a 550 kilometer range. We have access to the rail cannon Mark 1, which has a 700 kilometer range. We have a heavy rail cannon Mark 1, which is an 800 kilometer range. And we also have the spinal railgun Mark 1, which is a 900 kilometer range. It's going to be mounted on some of our bigger ships. We don't have any hull weapons for railguns at this time yet. But we will soon, when the batteries research is completed. It might be actually worth, for now, rather than doing this, just getting this done. It won't take very long. It'll be finished by the end of December. And that gets us railgun batteries as well, which we can actually do some really interesting things with. At last, we can just deliver strongly worded letters via metallic mediums. That's a good line. Did we just fail the assault? No, the assault hasn't happened yet. They repelled the attack again. Okay, that's not good. We'll repair again, and we'll try the other base. We might need more Marines, I'm not sure. Okay, that's a new turn. United States of America under control servers in Japan and now rivals. That's not good. Farm has been built at the fun zone. Fishing reactor at the fun zone. Grey Wolf Buck has completed repairs. New admin at Notre Dame base on Mars. Oh, we haven't renamed that base. That's huge. That needs to be done ASAP. Where is it? Calhat base needs to be renamed. And Notre Dame base needs to be renamed. We need to rename all of these bases. Let's get names for both of these. So I need a name for this base. This is going to be... Really? Okay. The name that came out of the name suggester for this one, whoever submitted this, is Winnie the Pooh Honeypot base. So it's a honeypot. That's, I think, was intended to be for one of our late game space hotels for the rich and famous, but it is now this base on Mars. And I need another name for another base. Again, I'm going to re-roll this one actually because that is a space-based name I want to keep for later. This one is just, I feel like our people would just name it this. So this is Notre Dame base. Oh, I need to fix some of these things as well. This has been renamed to Hydra Be Gone base. You need a mining symbol next to your name. Done. And then there's a couple of others I need to fix. So Khiva 2 is a life science research station. So it needs a life science research symbol. Here it is. And Winnie the Pooh Honeypot base is a mine, so it needs a mining symbol, just so I know what it is at a glance. Makes life a lot easier. Okay. Forgot to do all those. Whew. Mailguns with the volume of that's probably what I do. Light railgun batteries do have defensive fire, but a very low rate of fire. Okay, what's the ops, the oops for Winter Wolf? Okay, let's unpause again. Oh, no, I need to do assignments. Alright, what time is it? This is probably the last turn of the stream. Was it a servant base previously? It was. It was a servant base previously. Okay, we need to find out what is going on in China with all of these...
Ready for orders.
All of these aliens crawling out of the woodwork. So there's aliens in Brussels. I'm going to send Groucho to deal with them. We'll give her an 85% chance. I'm going to get Yoma to surveil in Hong Kong because it seems to keep springing up in Hong Kong. So just see if there's anything going on there. Do we have any of our stations undefended? Yeah, Jordan is undefended. So Human, can you go and defend Jordan, please? Actually, not Human. Karen
Where
defend.
do you
Yeah.
need me?
We'll get Karen to defend Jordan.
Securing our control.
Running out of stream steam. Exactly. I'm getting tired. What else have we got? Belongs. Continue with your public campaigning. Just make sure that China loves us.
We must persuade the people.
Jebediah,
Acknowledged.
I thought, what? When the camera jumped there. So we filled one of our submissions, so we scan one of the two locations. Yeah. I'm going to scan, I think the other one was around about here. So I'm going to scan somewhere around here as well.
Initiating recon.
And Human, just continue to advise Japan. I think that's working really well.
I will help them.
Okay. We're going to attack the other Mars base as well this turn. So let's unpause the game. Let's confirm and unpause. Okay, Resistance are building some more fleets.
Lending my expertise.
Eyes up.
Making things safe for our people.
On Overwatch.
There we go. Lhasa just got a whole ton of xenobiology stuff. Grey Wolf Pack is back online, so let's close this, select Grey Wolf Pack, and attack the other servant base. So we'll attack Machu Picchu is also 61%. So we'll try and hit it, but I think we might need another one of these ships. I mean, 61%, eventually we will roll over 61%. It just means to be that we're failing quite a lot. Resistance are suddenly building a lot of ships. Like, oh, Resistance might be doing the shuffle. New project available. Improved rail cannon. That gets us the Mark IIs already.
The people will come to our side.
Machu Picchu base captured by Project Exodus. Excellent. Alright. We took out that base. Oh, they took out the mining base. Okay, I need a name for this base as well. I'll do that first before I forget. This is which is a really nice little reference. And we've got Khiva, now we've got Okay, we need to rebuild the... There's a lot of stuff we need to rebuild here. Where is the settlement? There's the outpost mining complex. I can never find there. A settlement mining complex needs to be rebuilt. And then, what is this? This was a former heavy fission reactor array, which I can't build. So we'll put a farm here. And then I also want an admin module here. That was a Marine Company barracks. They've got Marine Company barracks, that's why it's so hard to take them. Let's put a... Where's the admin node? Why can't I see it? There it is. Put an admin node here. What was this? Space dock, Ops Center, Ops Center, Ops Center, Fission Reactor Array. Just a standard fission reactor array. Okay, we can rebuild that. So I'll just click on that and rebuild. This was a heavy fission reactor array. This is an Ops Center that I do not want. There's a space dock here that I'll leave, just so that we don't need it. And then we need to go... So we need power. We're looking at 170 produced, 137 consumed, so we're totally fine on power when everything finishes building. Excellent. Too easy. We can just leave that as it is. Oh, we need to give it a symbol, because it is a mine. So let's give it a mine symbol. Now, how are we doing on mission control? 74 out of 77. So I think we're still in our free mine tier of places at the moment. Okay, let's unpause. So yeah, I think the initiative resistance has started to do the shuffle, unfortunately. Non-sleeping life forms in Bangkok. We've got a lot of alien life forms showing up. It's actually very concerning. If we have a look at the state of the world...
Score one for the good guys.
We'll actually leave this for now, because stuff's still happening in the background. Wait. Troops supporting humanity first assaulted an alien facility in Indoor. Okay, they are actually also attacking the aliens, which is good. Humanity Force are doing their thing. I give it a mission control symbol. That's okay. I'll fix it next time. We completed a new settlement mining complex in the fun zone, so that's more income for us now. Excellent. Up to plus 9.5 on Thistles. The other thing that we're doing here is we're taking away the servants' Thistle income, which means that a lot of their space stations will probably struggle. Okay, that's the end of another turn, and I think I have reached my limit for what I'm able to do this stream. I'm definitely slowing down the commentary. I'm starting to make mistakes. I'm getting really tired. It is getting quite late at night for me. So I think we're going to end this stream here. I think we made some excellent progress this stream. I really feel like we're no longer in this losing spiral that we were in at the end, like a few weeks ago. I think we've managed to pull ourselves out of it, and I think that we're now in a position where we could come back into this game and actually complete our objective and get out and run away. So I'm really happy that we persevered with it. I'm really happy that we came up with things like the Discount Dreadnought, that we have fought our way out of the initiative destroying all of our stations. We've removed capitalism from the moon, and we're about to remove aliens. Sorry, we've removed capitalism from Mars, and we're about to remove aliens from Mars as well. I'm really happy. I'm having so much fun. I just want to say to all of you, thank you so much for hanging out, coming on the stream, giving your suggestions. You need to understand how much I appreciate it. It's so lovely to see you all and chat away. I have such a good time with it. You're all awesome. Thank you so much for your support. For those of you that helped out with the High Fleet campaign, again, I really want to reiterate my thanks to you for submitting stuff, setting stuff up. It's been so much fun. Alright, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to try and get some Xenonauts out tomorrow because I know I'm really behind on Xenonauts. But for all of you, from me, have a great morning, a great noon, or a great night. Ciao for now. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.